Can I get your name?
No, it's right there.
You can go ahead.
Your name's right there.
So you're the lieutenant.
Yes.
So you're that high ranking and you think that you can require people to show ID to get public records?
I do.
I'm just saying everything
still,
will
if
be
he's
taken
scared.
care of if you provide the information that they're asking.
And at McDonald's would say the same thing. If you just get pickles on your burger, then it'd make it easier for us because we're used to putting
well, you're
pickles on a burger,
comparing-
man. You may be used to bullying people and providing their name unlawfully. Yeah, absolutely, you're bullying us.
Yes.
Absolutely, you're bullying us, sir.
Trying to violate our Fourth Amendment.
Before you leave, you were really nice and cordial as you violated the law today. So good job on that one, man.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too. Do better, man.
Hey guys, thanks for coming in. Got another episode, Throwback Thursday, and I missed last week because my grandma passed, so I was in New Mexico for her funeral. So, but we're back, and I was going to do a different format. So what I decided I was going to do is I'm going to play one of my videos one week, and the next week I'm going to showcase another auditor. So I already have my next one that I'm doing next week. It's going to be a new auditor. He's not really that new, but he's a smaller auditor, but he's really good. I actually found him on Facebook, and he has a YouTube channel too. And so I already have the video that I'm going to play. But this week it's going to be one of my videos, and I decided not to just play random videos because that last time that I played one of my videos was actually kind of a crappy video. It was like a super old one. So this is definitely a better one. But real quick, before we jump into the video, I just wanted to talk real quick about this whole ICE situation. And a lot of you guys know what's going on. I'm not going to play the video because you've all seen it, I'm sure. If you haven't seen it, it's all over the internet. Go check it out. But it's where the ICE agent unalives that lady, and people are saying that she tried to run him over in the car. So what I take about this, and the reason I want to talk about it is because I'm going to be recording a lot of ICE agents in the near future, because I got word that ICE is coming to Denver, and they're coming to Denver like they're in Minneapolis, I think is where their heavy presence, right? It's going to be like that. They're going to send like 5,000 ICE agents to Denver. So, and ICE agents are the worst. I mean, talk about, you have like police are bad, but not, we know that there's some police officers that are still good people, right? But the ICE agents are worse because there's no accountability for them. You can't sue a federal employee, right? Like DHS officers, they have full qualified immunity. You can never sue them. So the thing that I'm taking from this whole situation, before we jump into the video with ICE and that unaliving, is I'm noticing that a lot of people are saying that she tried to run him over. And I think the reason they're saying that because, and you might disagree with me, but the way I saw what happened, she had her wheels turned to the right. She was trying to leave. She wasn't trying to run him over, but he decided he was going to stand in front of her car. So she did hit him. She did hit him, but she wasn't trying to hit him though. That's what people are saying. She was trying to ram him. And you can see clearly her wheels were turned. And when he fired at her, he was already on the side of her vehicle. Like, she was no longer going to hit him when he fired at her. So his life wasn't in danger at that point. So what I think happened is that she was trying to escape. He decided that he was going to stand in front of her car. She was going to go regardless. Kind of like how, those protesters that block the road and they just sit down in the street and don't allow people to move. And sometimes people just go like, dude, you better get out of the way. You're going to get hit. You've seen those, right? And then they get out of the way. It was kind of like that. That's how I look at it. And what I think happened is that the police officer, his pride and ego took a hit, like we always know they do, right? Like, she wasn't going to just bow down to his authority. And so how dare you try to escape, And that's why his ego took a hit. And so now he unalived her, and now they're using the fact that she hit him as justification for the unaliving. And the reason I say this too is because all these people that are saying, oh, she tried to ram him, most of them are Trump supporters, right? And you guys might support Trump, you might not. I know a lot of people do. And I understand the logic behind why people like Trump, right? They like some of the things that he's doing. And in my perfect world, the only borders that would exist would be those of private property, right? And let me explain. It's because if I own my property and I have a friend from Mexico or Canada or Chile or anywhere that wants to come visit me, they can't because they have to get through this other imaginary line that the government creates, right, as a border. So in my perfect world, there would be no borders, right? And some of you, I know a lot of people don't think that it's ever possible to exist as a country without a government, right? And that's a debate for a whole nother time. I'm not going to get into that, but if anyone would like to debate me on that, feel free to email me and I will debate you on it on my show live. But given the fact that we do have a government and it's not perfect, I do agree that we need to secure the borders. Okay. So I get what people kind of like about Trump, but I feel like if the situation was different, like let's say this lady it wasn't ICE, it was just like a Denver police officer or any police officer, and she got accused of shoplifting or something, but she was innocent, and the same situation happened, I don't think people would be saying, oh, she tried to ram him, right? It's just, they're just thinking of something to justify it because it's ICE and we got to get rid of all the immigrants because all these people have just grown to hate immigrants, right? They hate them. So that's what I think. It's just like, because like I said, I don't support Trump. Some of you may, but I won't deny the facts. It's the same reason why people do stuff against Trump too, right? They hate him so bad that they'll just make up anything, right, to fit their narrative. That's what they're doing here, right? Oh, well, it's ICE though, and got to get rid of these immigrants. So they're saying, oh, she tried to ram him. I don't think she tried to ram him. I think she was trying to escape, and yeah, she did hit him, but she wasn't trying to. So that's just my 2 cents. And if you guys support Trump, I hope that you are mature enough to not click off my video and watch it because I don't support Trump. But you might not agree with me on Trump, but you agree with me on other things, right? Like this video that I'm about to play for you. So I hope that you're mature enough not to click off. But it's just the way I see Trump, is I see a lot of people in this community that support Trump. I see a lot of auditors that support Trump. And when I see that, it's kind of like a Stockholm syndrome. Right? They just don't match. They don't go together because Trump doesn't like First Amendment auditors. I mean, he's never said, I don't like First Amendment auditors, but based on his behavior of wanting to give cops full immunity, I mean, he wants police to be able to arrest an auditor for obstruction for being on the sidewalk and then punch him in the face and break his nose. And then he goes to trial and they find out he's not guilty or he gets the charges dismissed. He wants that cop to have no consequences. How can you be for holding police accountable, but support Trump, who wants to make police have complete unlimited immunity? That doesn't go together. To me, that's like being Jewish in the 40s and then supporting the guy that was in charge of Germany during that time, right? That's the same thing as supporting Trump and being an auditor to me, right? But I understand the appeal of Trump because there are certain things that he's doing that's good, but the goal of what I do, he's absolutely not good, right? So I hope people think about that a little bit. So, okay, guys, enough talk. So let's jump right into the video. Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate you. So yeah, let's just jump right into this video, guys. This one is Weld County. This was like 3-year-old video with me, Sweet Tea, and Truth Speaker, a friend of mine. He's out up there in Greeley. He needed some help getting some public records because they were trying to require him to show ID. So let's check it out.
Can I get your name?
No, it's right there.
Your name's right there.
So you're the lieutenant.
Yes.
So you're that high ranking and you think that you can require people to show ID to get public records?
I do.
We'll hang out all day.
If you want to remain in the public lobby.
I don't need your directives, man. I'd get back to work, bud.
I need you to
Get back to work. Get back to work. Get back to work. I don't need the directives.
None of you guys want to tell us your name's right. It's just going to be right there.
Hey guys, Denver Metro Audits, aka the Mile High Auditor, aka right here. Came here to Weld County Sheriff's Office, Records Department. And we are here today to help my friend, subscriber of mine, Truth Speaker. And they're denying him public records because he won't ID. and I'm here with Rocky Colorado IRL, as well as the lovely Sweet Tea Audits. So let's go check it out, guys, see how it goes.
Hey, just trying to see if I can get my records for the record request that I put in a month ago.
Do you know what date you put it in on?
Yeah, it came in on July 6th, 2022, but the date that it actually happened on was June 28th at 9:37 a.m. with Officer Matthew Tippett, badge W360, deputy.
1 second for me and I'll see if I can find that for you, okay?
Or what?
So I guess you were speaking with Dan about it.
Yeah, is she here today?
She is, but since you guys already had discussed what was needed for the request, that if you have any additional.
She said I needed my ID and I shouldn't need my ID. What else does she need that's additional?
So any other requests will have to be handled through the county attorney, and here's her information.
But you guys have already made me jump through hoops. I'm not an acrobat.
Okay.
So I'm tired of
That's
jumping
all
through
the
hoops and
information
wasting
that I have for you.
resources.
So if you want to give her a call, then she can provide any.
No, you guys should be able to give the records, like, yeah, you don't, just stop making me jump through hoops, ma'am.
Well, I'm sorry that you're having a bad time, but that's the information of who you need to speak to.
So I got a question, because I'm here on his behalf.
Yeah.
So what is the veil that's being put on the records right now? Is it that he has to show ID to get it?
I'm not sure what we've discussed
Okay.
already.
Well,
So that's what he was told before. That's why we're here, right? So he brought some backup. We got probably about 300 people watching right now. So what we want to do though is we just want to educate, because the thing is, ma'am, is that CORA laws and also Colorado Criminal Justice Records Act protects us that we don't have to show ID to get records. And the reason for that is because then people can retaliate against us, right? Now there are some states like Virginia where you have to have an ID because you have to be a resident of that state to obtain records. But Colorado is not that way. So your policy, if this is your policy, ma'am, then your policy is literally violating the law and it's violating our rights. So we need, so hold on, ma'am, I'm not done. So what we need to do, okay, is we're here peacefully to try to obtain this information that we have a lawful right to get. Now, if you prevent us from getting this information, then what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to take this to district court, and then you specifically, ma'am, are gonna have to, and this lady and whoever is gonna have to answer to the district court judge.
And that's fine, that's a county attorney. I don't create the policies. We have forms that we require to be filled out, signed, and we require identification.
So you don't make the policies, you just follow orders without question? Not even knowing if it's a violation of our rights, ma'am? Can I get your name?
Information that I have.
Can I get your name, please?
My name's Melissa.
Melissa? Okay, let me write that down, hold on. On here. Melissa, it's probably not the right spelling. What's your last name?
I'm not going to give you my last.
Well, you have to, ma'am. I'll do a public records request on your name too, and if you don't give me your last name, I'm gonna get your salary too, and I'm gonna publish it on YouTube, okay? So Melissa refusing to identify, so we're gonna do a public, actually, let's do it here. Can we do a public records request on your name?
On my name?
Yep, and your salary too.
If you're needing like internal stuff, that goes through a different department.
Where do I, well, here's the thing, ma'am, let me just, I'm giving out educations today, one at a time. So the thing is that Colorado law states that all I have to do is tell a public employee the information I need. It doesn't matter if I'm in the right department or not, and now it's your responsibility to follow up and get that information to the correct department. So I'm telling you right now, and it's live streamed, and it's gonna have thousands of people watching, that I need your name and your salary, and that's the information I'm requesting.
With my supervisor.
Okay, all right. We're trying to be cool with you, but you guys aren't being reasonable.
All right, so here's all the contact information for our office. And then here's the HR information. If you guys want to contact them for any salary information or employee information, you can contact them.
So you're refusing that? That's going to be another policy. That's going to be another violation of the law. So you're going to not give me do the public records for me as well. So that's 2 people that you're denying public records.
Do you want to? We provide reports, clearance letters, 911.
Yeah.
CDs.
But remember, I just explained to you, it doesn't matter if I'm in the right department. I could tell the janitor that I need a public record if he's a public employee, and now you guys should be trained on this. It's his obligation to find the right person to get the record.
Anything else that I can assist you with that our department handles?
Well, I'm telling you, I'm trying to educate you, ma'am, but you're not wanting to listen. So,
Department.
but ma'am, I just told you I don't have to go to any appropriate department. Which department is it then? Where do we need to go?
So if you contact HR, they can tell you whatever the procedure is. That's just our information for records, so you have that.
So I need to call HR to get a public record?
Well, if you're looking for employee information, I don't have that yet.
Okay, how about a complaint form? Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those.
Okay, let me see if we have something like that.
Okay, because we're gonna need a.
Yeah, so this is typical order follower, guys. Like a lot of times people are like, I don't understand how things ended up the way they did in Nazi Germany, right? How could people do that? That could easily happen today. Times haven't changed. That's not really that long ago. We haven't evolved yet. So look at your human beings now. They're even worse than they were back then, more order followers. If somebody came into the United States into power, there was somebody like that in World War II, the same thing would happen. We just have order followers. Did you hear? I don't make the policies. I just enforce them without question.
File a complaint on this lady too now.
All right, so on the back of the card, if you have any complaints, is the internal affairs, so you guys can contact that number.
I need a physical card copy of a complaint form.
I don't have that. You would have to contact them. and they
Well,
can do that.
it's not that you don't have it, ma'am. It's that you don't want to be cooperative. You don't want to. You can print one out. I'm sure you have one.
Yeah.
You guys have to have complaint forms readily available to the public.
Well, I'll check again. but
Okay, yeah, check again.
I'm referring you to.
Okay, I'm referring you to do your job. Here we go.
Yeah, you'll have to contact that part because I don't have anything.
Okay, so real quick, sorry for interrupting, but real quick. See, a lot of times people will say, like trolls and stuff, they'll say, oh, see how rude DMA is to, you know, he talks to public employees a certain way. And I always say, what do I always say? That blame shifting is a narcissistic trait. They have to have complaint forms readily available for the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act. They have to be able to make reasonable accommodations for those with disabilities. And they don't get to determine who has a disability and who doesn't. So that's also part of why I do this, to test their conduct, to see if they're going to follow ADA. I always check the buttons, you know, that the blue buttons for the people in wheelchairs to open the doors. I always check those to make sure they're in compliance with the ADA. So they're the ones that are not in compliance, right? And not doing their job correctly. But then people will tell me that I'm the one being rude, right?
So here's the thing is that if somebody, what if I was homeless and I didn't have access to a computer, or I got trespassed from the library, right? So then that's what I'm saying. It's a violation of the law. You have to have a hard copy of complaint forms readily available for people who don't have internet access.
Let me see if there's anyone else that can refer you.
Okay.
Better do something quick.
Can do for you. I just got that information for you, and that's all I got.
That's all you got? Who are you speaking with back there, your supervisor? Can I speak with whoever that person is too?
Viewers.
How can I help you?
Hi, can I get your name?
My name's Hannah.
Hannah?
Yes.
Is that like Hannah?
Yes.
And you're the supervisor?
Yes.
Last name, please.
I don't provide that.
So you have to because you're a public employee. So like I told her, she didn't want to give it. So I'll do a public records request. And I'll also get your salary too, and then I'll publish it if you don't get.
My card. One moment.
So now she's going to give me her business card with her last name.
Okay, so now you will give the last name. Okay, so we got Hannah Tavener. Okay, so I was explaining to your employee there that CORA laws and CCJRA laws protect us that we don't have to show ID in order to obtain public records. The only thing that we have to do is give you a signature for pecuniary gain. That's it. So she was saying that it's your policy that we have to show ID.
And I think I pronounced that wrong. It's pecuniary, not pecuniary or whatever I said.
So I'm trying to tell her and you that your policy is a violation of the law and it's a violation of our rights as free American citizens. So we told her that if you guys are going to deny this man public records, which is shameful, then we're going to file in district court, and you and her are both going to have to answer to the district court judge.
Okay, you can contact our county attorney and they would be happy to discuss it with you.
Okay, so also you guys have to have hard copies of complaint forms readily available because not everyone has internet access. There could be a homeless person that needs to file a complaint. Maybe he got trespassed from the library, doesn't have any access to that. So by not having those, that's also violation of our rights. So we need four of us because we're all going to file a complaint on you guys. So we need 4 hard copies if you need to print them off the website or whatever you need to do. But that is information that we need to leave here with today.
We actually don't have those, but you can go up to our administrative building up at the top of the hill. It's between the jail and the health department. That's where our IA department is actually located as well, and they may have.
See how, you know what I don't like when people aren't authentic? So you can go up to the HR department, like see how her voice gets all high pitchy. Like a lot of people do that in customer service, you know? It's like, dude, you don't talk to your friends like that, right? I'd much rather somebody not talk in a high pitched voice when they're trying to be, you know, professional and just talk to me like a regular person. I don't know about you guys.
Hard copies.
Okay, so we'll go to IA then,
Okay.
and we'll see what they say. Hopefully they'll have, in the administrative building, they'll have some people that are more educated on the law than you are, because you need to do better, ma'am. So you're violating our rights right now, okay?
Okay, so you can go ahead.
Not
and
okay. No, not okay, ma'am.
I don't have anything further that
Yeah.
I can provide you that you're looking for.
But you could, though. You could give us the records that we're requesting that we have a lawful right to get.
Okay, would you like to give me a copy of your ID and fill out our form then?
So you're just being rude and condescending now? I just explained to you the law, ma'am, that we don't have to do that. Now you're going to ask me for my...
Did you guys see Sweet Tea's face in the background? I don't know if you guys were looking at that. That was funny.
You have the audacity. You have the audacity to ask me for my ID after I just told you you're violating our rights by requiring us to show ID, ma'am. I just told you the laws. Colorado Criminal Justice Records Act protects us that we don't have to show ID, ma'am.
Okay, well then I have nothing further that I can provide you, so unless you want to fill out our forms or contact the county attorney, I can't assist you further.
Okay. All right, ma'am. So,
Is
you're just going to walk away from us?
Have a great day. I'm
Is
sorry.
Ann
There's
here?
nothing else I can do.
So I think actually, hold on, ma'am. We're not done. Ma'am. Hey, Hannah, what are you doing? Ridiculous. We weren't done. And then she just walks away. I had Sweet Tea here who wants to have a conversation with her as well.
Yeah, I'm in here, thank you.
So we're just going to sit here.
And I'm going to bring this up in this video, but that's why I always say this is the difference between the private sector and government, right? If the private sector did this, they just go out of business. There's competition. No one would accept that type of customer service, just walk away in the middle of a conversation. And it's worse because you're forced to pay for this. At Walmart, I'm not forced. I could go to Target, right? Or I go somewhere else, but I'm forced to use them for my services. And then that's how they treat you.
And ring the bell until they come over here or they disconnected like they did at Lakeside. So they're just going to sit there and ignore us. So I'll just keep ringing the bell. I'm just like every 10 seconds going to ring the bell. So let's see if they're going to call the cops on us or what they're going to do.
My email, I actually got a Gmail, so it's sweetteaudits@gmail.com.
So we're just going to keep ringing this. Yeah, we need a refund, man, on our taxes, bro. This is what we pay for. This is ridiculous. Since you're close, you want to just keep ringing that like every 10 seconds? Yeah. But Sweet Tea is my ride or die. She's my #1, so please go over there and go over to her chat too. Give her a like, and then come back over here though.
Let me have...
So we're just here. We're just ringing it. I mean, Truth Speakers over here is ringing it every 10 seconds in violation of the law. They have a blue line disgrace flag sitting right there. It needs to be burned. And so right here, can't you read? We got right there. Here, he's taking Regan's name for now. Here we have.
I'm pointing at it. Oh, my name you ask? I'm pointing at it.
I love it.
And of course, I'm right here, guys. You guys know. All right, Truth Speaker, yep. Stay on it, man. Yeah, they're trying to violate our 4th Amendment, right? That was good. Tell my audience that.
Oh, I like that.
4th Amendment.
Amendment, right to be secure in your persons, houses, papers, and effects.
That's right. We got someone now.
Hold on.
We're actually not too good, man, because we were just ringing this bell. We're in the middle of having a conversation with Hannah.
Okay.
And she walked away in the middle of a conversation. We weren't done yet.
Yeah.
And then we've been ringing the bell now for about like 10 minutes. And you guys are just ignoring us, so that's unacceptable. We're just free Americans. We're just trying to gather some information. We're actually here to back up our friend here who is trying to do a public records request for a dispatch call.
Yep.
And you guys are saying that it's your policy that we have to ID, but CORA laws and CCJRA laws, they actually protect us. They state that we do not have to show ID to get public records. We only need to provide a signature for pecuniary gain. So your policy is in violation of the law.
I believe that's a misinterpretation of the statute. However, that is.
It's not a misinterpretation of the statute, sir.
So-
I've been doing, this is what I do for a living.
Okay.
So you guys are violating our rights right now.
Okay, I don't accept that analysis. However, this gentleman was provided the contact information for both our internal affairs sergeant to file a formal complaint, and he was provided the contact information of our county attorney, who was willing to communicate back and forth with him to make sure that he got the information that he needed, as long as he was in compliance with our internal policies and the Colorado Open Record Act.
Yeah, I just told you the Colorado Open Records Act is the one that protects us from showing ID. So Karen McDougall is the county attorney?
Corinne McDougall, that's correct.
Karen McDougall. Can I get your name?
My name is Lieutenant Mark Pollard.
Do you have a business card?
I absolutely do. In fact, I have two.
So you're the lieutenant?
Yes.
So you're that high ranking and you think that you can require people to show ID to get public records?
I do.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you know that we're going to go, if we can't get this taken care of over here in IA, then we're going to go file in district court.
Okay.
And then you personally are going to have to answer to the district court judge. Do you realize
I
that?
fully accept that, and If that's
All right.
the route that you would like to go, then you are welcome to that redress of grievances through the court process.
We don't, I mean, that's not the route we want to go. We want to just come in as free members of the public and be able to get records that are lawfully available to us.
I can
But you're
understand.
putting a veil on it, and you are complicit now. Are you above Hannah? Are you her supervisor?
I am in the chain of command, yes.
Are you above, are you her supervisor?
I'm not her direct supervisor, no.
Okay.
But I am in the
Were
chain
you
of
sent
command.
up here?
I'm sorry, ma'am?
Were you sent up here to answer the bell?
I was asked to address the situation, and so I'm doing so. So what I'm going to offer to you is that you've been provided the conduit through a county attorney to address these issues. That is where we're going to end this today.
Is
If you
Ann
would like
here?
to reach out to Corinne McDougal,
Is Ann Velasquez here?
she is here.
Can we speak with her?
You may not,
Why not?
because I am here to provide you the information that you may reach
But
out
I
to
was
the
the one that
county
was, she was
attorney.
the one that was told to contact the last time. I'd like to talk with her.
You are being told now, as you were told previously, to communicate with the county attorney on this issue.
So we're gonna have to jump through hoops.
So if you would like to remain in our public lobby for the rest of the business day, you may do so. However, if you choose to disrupt the orderly operations of our records unit, you will be asked to leave. Is that understood?
Well, I mean, you don't need to give us directives. I could tell you, make sure you tie your shoes and don't run with scissors, right? Don't eat yellow snow, don't beat your wife. I mean, we're not doing that, we're peaceful. So you don't need to give us directives, right? We're full grown men and women here, right?
Okay.
So I'm almost 40 years old, so I mean, I made it this long. We're not children. I don't need you to give us a directive, okay?
Fair enough.
So,
Shout out to High Desert Community Watch. I did copy him on that. A lot of you probably know that. OG.
But that is
but I think
the
that's it.
route
I work.
I've
So,
offered you.
so
If
we
you would
we also
like,
wanted a complaint form, and they're refusing to give us a complaint form. Can you provide us with 4 complaint forms?
I can provide you Sergeant David Porter's contact information, and you can provide through him an
He won't
or a
email
phone
back,
number
though.
or a call to file a formal complaint with him.
Do you have his business card?
I do not have his business card, but I can write out his contact.
Could you write it down maybe on the back of your card?
Absolutely.
So he's the one that handles complaints,
He is our internal affairs sergeant.
internal affairs sergeant.
So
Is he over there in
to
internal
file a formal
affairs?
complaint, you would actually call this number right here and this email address right here.
Okay, guys, so Lieutenant Mark Pollard is advising us to get in contact with Internal Affairs Sergeant Dave Porter. Truth Speaker did, in fact, try to get a hold of Dave Porter via email on July 22nd after he was denied the public records and was given this immediate response that says, I am currently out of the office. If you need immediate assistance, please contact Lieutenant Noonan, which he did and got no response. Truth Speaker repeatedly states in this video that he wasn't getting any response to his emails. About 2 days after the recording of this video, all of a sudden, Sergeant Porter responds, I apologize, but I was on leave. You will not have to show ID. I am compiling the records you requested and generating a cost estimate. So there you go. So one of 2 things happened here, guys. A, he all of a sudden came back on duty and is now responding. Or B, what I think happened is this was a live stream and a lot of you guys were giving phone calls and giving them pushback saying this is unacceptable. So what I think happened is Sergeant Porter decided, hey, I better correct this before they go file in district court and make us look even more foolish than we already do. Then he also states that he's not able to provide us with Tippett's personnel file pursuant to CRS 24-72-202, which is just semantics here, guys. So it defines what a personnel file is. It includes home addresses, telephone numbers, and financial information, which is all redactable information, which is stuff that we didn't want anyways. Then down here in the middle, it says personnel files does not include, and it talks about compensation, performance ratings, things like that, which is the information we need. So he's going to go back down there and resubmit a request and not use personnel file, right? Therefore, we can get the information. So it looks like it's going to...
So the video is not over, guys. The way I edited this, it kind of seems like it's over now, but there's plenty more of this video, so stay tuned.
Be a win, guys, but it's a hard win. I mean, look at how much time, energy, and effort we had to put in to obtain these records. And look at how much time, energy, effort, resources, and tax dollars they wasted trying to prevent us from getting the records. It would be so much easier and efficient if they would just follow the law and give us the records. All right, guys, let's get back to it. Okay.
That I've highlighted on the back of that card.
Yep, I will put that in my chat too. So you know, you guys I have almost 700 people watching this. By the end of the day, there's going to be thousands of people that see this.
Okay.
So you guys are going to get hundreds of phone calls and emails now because you guys are violating our rights. You know that, right?
So what I
That was just real quick. The good old days when I used to have 700 people in my live streams. I miss those days.
hear you saying, sir, is that you're going to enlist other people.
Nope, that's not what I
to
said.
provide complaints.
Nope, that's not what I said. I'm not advising anyone to call. I provide the information. If they want to call on their own, they can do that.
Okay.
I don't tell anyone to do anything. I speak for myself. But I'm just telling you, this is public information.
Yep.
I am going to disseminate this to my audience.
Okay.
And if they want to call, they're going to. And I'm pretty sure that you're going to get hundreds of emails and complaints now.
Okay.
Because you guys are tyrants. You need to do better, man. This is not what we need. We don't need a veil on our rights to get records. And it's a disgrace, man, that you're doing that. You're the lieutenant. You should know better.
Sir, I appreciate what you are trying to do and your purpose. I feel like that we've had a reasonable and productive exchange of information today. You have been provided the contact information to address your grievance with us today. And is there anything else that I can provide?
Yeah, it's not reasonable at all, man. No, I mean, yeah, there is something you could provide. You could do your job and not violate our rights and violate the law. You're a law enforcement officer, and you're violating the law, sir.
Okay.
You're violating the law. That's a
your
disgrace, man. You can't be enforcing the law and at the same time be complicit with them in violating the law. You see the contradiction there? Oh, we got another police officer here, guys. That just,
Hey, hurry.
he came in. I guess they got backup now because, we haven't gotten out of line at all. So we're just
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Right? So.
All right,
what I'm
man. So
asking-
that's it. So, I think we're probably going to head out of here.
Okay.
I at least would like to thank you for at least coming up here and having a conversation with us, because that is unacceptable. And a bunch of people are going to see this, and we're going to file a complaint on them for just walking away in the middle of a conversation.
Okay.
Right? So if I order a cheeseburger at McDonald's and they just walk away and ignore me, right? Number one, the employee would be fired. But if they didn't get fired and they continue to treat people like that, they go out of business, right? But see, the difference between government and the free market,
We're good, Scott. Thank you.
the difference between the government and the free market is that the government has a monopoly on the use of force in a specific geographic area. So that's why the government, people like you and Hannah, can treat us with disrespect, and you can violate our rights. And there's nothing, most people would just accept it and just hand their ID over because they don't want to go through the hassle, and they don't want to get bullied. But you're not going to bully us, sir.
Okay.
Okay? So I have, working on 9 million views on YouTube now, just over 1 year. So I'm just letting you know that you're going to look terrible, man.
Okay.
We gave you an opportunity to come out here and do what's right, and you're still holding your ground. You're doubling down on your tyranny, bro.
Well,
Okay.
again, I appreciate this exchange of information. You have our contact information that we asked you to use if you want to move
Okay?
forward with this.
We're going to go file complaints right now, man.
Okay.
All right?
I have my ID. Here's the I and here's the D. If you need my ID.
Got his ID, guys.
All right.
Is that
Thank you for
sufficient?
that interpretation, sir.
Yep.
That would be perfect. Thank you.
ID?
That's all we need.
Oh, you got the big ID right here. Big ID. Here you go.
Congratulations. Your story is great.
And y'all have a good day.
Is that good enough ID?
Appreciate what you're doing.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? I don't appreciate what you're doing, man. You need to do better.
Okay.
You're a public servant. You're here to uphold the law. Start doing it. Okay? What you should be doing is writing her a ticket for CRS 18-8-114, which is abuse of public records. That's what you should be doing.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, again, we provided you the information to file that formal complaint.
Okay. I'm done with you. You're dismissed.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day. You're dismissed.
Can I get your card?
I provided two.
No, I'd like one, please. I'm requesting your card. I've had conversation with you, so I'd like to get your information too, please.
Okay. Would you like one as well, sir?
Yeah, let's get everyone get a card here. These cards are gonna be famous, man.
Let me know. It's because I'm a woman. I know it.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
Did you get one?
Then
All right, man. You're dismissed.
All right. thank
Get back
you.
to work.
You have a good day.
Get back to work, bud.
Constantly do
Okay.
that.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna stay here. We're gonna stay here till you leave, so
Okay. So
we'll hang out all
if you
day.
want to remain in the public lobby.
I don't need your directives, man. I'd get back to work,
But I
bud.
need you to
Get back to
clear
work.
out the
Get
zone
back to
where
work.
other customers
Get back to
can come
work.
through.
I don't need the directives. I'm not violating the law. Get back to work, bud. As soon as you let your pride and ego go and go back to work, then we'll leave. Okay? Well, I'm gonna leave when we're ready to leave, not when you tell us to, and not when you tell us that.
You are more than welcome to stay.
Exactly.
That's
So
what
get
I-
back to work,
that's what
man.
I've said.
Get back to work.
You need you though to.
Yeah, I don't need, you don't need me to do nothing, bud. Trust me. If someone comes in here for service, I'm not gonna block them, okay? I know how to get out of the way of people that come here for service, okay?
Okay.
So get back to work, bud. You're dismissed,
Okay.
okay? See, guys, this is what we like to call pride and ego, and it's on top of the Rock of Gibraltar right here. Cool. We'll just have a standoff, I guess. We'll hang out here all day, man. We'll order a pizza, maybe, have it come in.
Oh, pizza sounds good.
Pizza party.
So, I mean, this is kind of a waste of resources, right? Like, you're paid with tax dollars, so do you think that this is a good use of resources for you to just sit here and guard us because your pride and ego is on top of the Rock of Gibraltar? You see what I'm saying? Like, we pay your salary, so I think that our tax dollars could be utilized in a better way.
Can I help you guys?
No, we don't need help.
Do you
Actually,
need
yeah,
help?
we do need help. We're trying to obtain public records for this gentleman, and he's being told, actually, can I get your name and badge number?
Sure, come on up. 211-228. Come on into the main entrance.
Name and badge number, please.
My name is Sergeant Long. Badge number is 228.
Do you have a business card?
I do. Let me grab that for you real quick.
May I get one too, please?
I have one too.
Would you like, would all like one, please?
So, can I help you guys?
Yeah, as soon as we get your business card, then I'm going to explain the situation to you.
Here, we'll pass that around.
Okay, here's one for everyone else. Get your name and badge number, sir?
Deputy Scudder, badge number is W211.
Do you have business cards? We'd like
do.
4 of them, please. So I guess they called for backup, guys. They need all these deputies over here for free members of the public with cameras, apparently. Just trying to get public
There's 4 of
information.
them for you.
Thank you.
Romans.
Here, pass the other 3 around.
Step away.
Alright.
So let's see, is that sergeant going to come have a conversation with us?
You know, I can't speak for him, so I will let you know. Just give me a second. Do you
Okay.
need to go in there, sir? Alright.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So the guy did leave, guys. So the lieutenant, guys. That's how high up he is, and he thinks that we have to ID to get records.
All right, guys. So here's what I want us to do: is step out and talk in the main lobby out here, because when you have 3 cameras and a bunch of people blocking this little room,
I'm not blocking anything.
you're impeding them from being able to do their
No,
job.
I'm not impeding anything. So,
Okay.
Well,
So
we're
let's
gonna-
walk out here and
no,
chat.
I'm not going to walk anywhere, sir. I'm going to stay right here.
If you would like to remain in our public lobby for the rest of the business day, you may do so.
I'm not committing a crime by being here. I was trying to have a conversation with you about what we needed. You asked, you said, how can I help you? I'm trying to tell you.
You 4 in this room.
I'm
sorry. Us 2 makes 6.
Yep.
We got a 10 by 10 room. That's too many people in the little area. So I'm asking you to step out here and talk to me.
You're
'cause I
asking
can't-
me?
Yep.
I'm
I
asking
can't
you
block
to.
him.
I'm asking you to take your shoes off. Can you do that? You see how I'm giving you a directive that you don't have to abide by? That's what you're doing to me. I thought that's what we were doing here.
So if we want to talk about directives we have to abide by, there is a statute that talks about impeding governmental services.
And we're not
operations.
impeding anything, sir. We're not.
By
This
standing-
gentleman came in. We moved out of his way, and that's it. That's the bottom line.
Okay. How many times have you guys called into records?
I haven't called at all.
Yeah, we've been told you've made multiple phone calls.
I haven't. I've been here the whole time. I'm on a live stream. You got 800 people in here watching you.
Okay.
So
So with all these phone calls you guys are making, what is
I'm not
the
making
main
any phone calls,
request
sir.
you guys want?
Yeah. So let me just go ahead and start from the beginning then. So our friend here is trying to get records. He's trying to get a dispatch call, and he's been trying to do it for several months now.
Like recording of dispatch calls or what?
Correct.
Okay.
So he is told by the clerks over here and Hannah, the supervisor, that he has to give an ID in order to obtain that information.
Okay.
And that's your policy. So
Sure.
CORA laws and CCJRA laws protect us against having to ID to get public records. Okay. So I do this for a living, and so I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So your policy is actually in violation of the law. So you guys are law enforcement officers, and you're violating our rights right now. Why can't we just get
Do
the
you have
records?
the statute or the policy that you're talking about?
Well, the policy, hold on, let me grab it. So the policy that you guys have is, I don't know the policy, but that's what we're being told, right? So if you go to, if you look up CCJRA laws, Colorado Criminal Justice Records Act,
Okay.
it clearly states that Coloradans do not have to show ID to obtain a record. We only need to provide a signature for pecuniary gain. That's what we came here to explain this to Hannah and the other lieutenant here, calmly and peacefully, and we're not causing a disturbance. And they're telling us basically to kick rocks, that we have to provide an ID, and that's unacceptable. That's why we came here, because you guys are law enforcement officers, and at the same time, you're violating the law.
Okay, do you have the statute you're referring to?
What
Statute number.
So when I go to McDonald's to order a burger, right, they don't ask me to go make my own burger, right? So you're the law enforcement officer, so you should be able to find out that information. I don't have to
I'm not
provide that to you.
Thesaurus, I don't have every statute memorized.
Okay. I don't expect you to have every statute memorized, but I do expect you to figure it out. When I order food at a restaurant, I don't expect the server to have the menu memorized, but if I'm inquiring about a specific item, I do expect them to find out the information I'm inquiring about. When we were preparing for this audit, it was difficult for us to locate the actual CRS. All we could find was articles like this one that states that you don't have to be a resident of Colorado to obtain public records in Colorado. And we also came across this article which quotes Attorney Ashley Kissinger that noted both CORA and CCJRA laws allow any person to inspect public records. So even if I'm lying about who I am, it doesn't matter. I'm still entitled to the records. At the end of the audit, finally, I did actually find a CRS, this one being 24-72-201. It is declared to be the public policy of this state that all public records shall be opened for inspection by any person. That being the key word, guys, any person. If any person can inspect the records or get copies of the records, then there's no need for them to know who the individual is that is requesting the records. I mean, actually, we would appreciate it.
And give me the statute.
We would appreciate it if you do your due diligence. Maybe go check with, I mean, the lieutenant already said no. Maybe check with the captain or somebody else, because we told these people that we're going to have to go, if we don't get the information today, we're going to go file in district court.
Everything to work the way you want it to.
We want everything to work the way the law requires, sir.
That's what I'm asking you to do. There's two things I've made. There's simple.
Sweet Tea used to always talk about word salad, and that's what this guy's doing right now. See, he's like, you want everything to work the way you want it to work. That's word salad. No, I want everything to work the way the law requires, and that's it.
One, let's step out of this doorway so people can come in and out.
You're the only one in the doorway.
You're the one in the doorway blocking.
Where do you want me to stand?
I mean,
when you three are blocking that room right now.
Go ahead, come on, step on it.
So
we'll be out of the way.
We're leaving the facility open so people can come and go as they need to.
I got the report back.
Okay.
So the main thing we want is a dispatch recording.
As you can see, it's not very busy. We were already in there for at least 30, 40 minutes by now, and one person had come in besides us. So it's not like there's, a line of people trying to conduct service in there, guys.
You're the one making the recording or the request. Can I get your name?
No, it's right there.
Your name's right there.
Yes, sir.
That's your legal name.
Excuse me, everybody. Thank you.
His name's right there, man.
Are you giving me false information, or what's your legal name?
He doesn't have to give you his
He
name.
doesn't
What are you
have
talking
to,
about,
but he's
man?
making a request, is he?
Yeah, and he doesn't have to give it his name to make a request either. We're being very clear on the law, sir. You're a sergeant. You should know this, man.
I don't have every law memorized. We've already talked about that.
So do you know the case number that you're requesting the
I've been
footage
trying to
from?
get that, and they keep trying to make me jump through.
Okay,
hoops, so
well
I'm
that
not an
could be why
acrobat.
they need your name. If you don't have that case number, there's...
I have all the other information that they need. And they
Okay,
can
so
easily
let's just
provide
We
it.
have the date, we have the time, we have the other officer who was there.
Yeah.
Okay,
We have all the information that you need.
right.
So,
But for them to look stuff up, everything's by case number. So if
Yeah,
if you
and-
guys are requesting this information from them,
yep.
then...
And it's your guys' job as
case
the public
number.
employees to use the information that we give you to find out the case number.
But you're not giving them any information.
We have given plenty. We gave the date and time of the call. We gave the officer's name, and we gave the name of the person who called the police. That's plenty of information to find out get the dispatch call, sir. We even know what the call was in regards to. So,
Okay, but like I said, everything we have goes, it's a case number. Everything's...
yeah.
Gotta
And we,
stop
like
the
I
case
said,
number.
now we're sounding like a broken record. We gave you all the information you need to find out the case
Okay,
number.
but date, time, that just makes their job difficult. If you guys had
Yes.
a case number and can look it
We don't
up
have a
or
case
give
number.
them a name,
Yeah, sir.
then it would
So
make
you're saying,
everybody's
you
job
know
easier
the
to
reason
get
why
out.
CCJRA laws protect us? Do you want to know the reason?
Why?
It's because it protects us against retaliation, sir.
Just like
You know that he didn't come here by accident.
walking around behind us.
My viewers been telling
You
me.
can
Do you want to welcome
You keep coming up behind me. I don't know who you are.
You're inside of.
Listen to me real quick.
I don't hear that. I'm just
It just makes me
observing. I don't
uncomfortable.
want to hear
It's
anything.
uncomfortable.
If you're uncomfortable, maybe you should find a new job. I'm sorry. Come on, like we just have a camera.
Let's just call it what it is right now.
Sorry,
So this guy's getting all upset because he's standing behind him. This is what Detective Matt Thornton talks about all the time. These guys are just scared of their own shadow, man. Like clearly no one's going to attack them. It's just that the training that they get to be scared of everything. Of course, you got to use your due diligence and use your discretion, right? But I mean, come on, dude. Anyone would have to know that we're not going to hurt these guys, right? We already told them we're live streaming. I told them several times there's 700-800 people in there watching. They know that they're getting phone calls from my live stream. Like it's common sense. It's just like they just all have to have this authority. Just do as I say.
Sorry, excuse me.
Case number or under his name.
Oh wait, you're behind me. Oh wait, what do you do? Why are you behind me? Why are you standing behind me? You just said that was a safety thing, didn't you? And you actually have a weapon that I could see, so I don't know why you're saying that. It doesn't make sense. Anyways.
You know that we didn't come here by accident? Well, actually, my viewers have been telling me to come to Greeley for months now.
Okay.
And now I can see the reason why, guys.
Why is that?
Why is that? I just told you why, man. You guys are violating the law and you're violating this man's rights. You're a law enforcement officer and you're breaking the law by saying that we have to give an ID in order to obtain public records.
We're not saying you have to give an ID. I'm telling you that our stuff is under case number or under his name, date and time. That leaves a window like that. If we had a case number or name, we could do a window like that and find it immediately.
So you just said that we don't have to give a name, but then you said if you had a name, we could find it.
I know.
So what is it then? We don't have to give our name. You just admitted that.
Everybody's job's easier if we provide a name. That's what I said.
Okay, so like, does McDonald's say, hey, no substitutions on your burger because it makes our job easier? You see how ridiculous that sounds? So we're the customers. We're the taxpayers, so we're the customers.
I understand that.
You're the public servant.
Okay.
Our job is not to make your job easier, okay? When I go to McDonald's and I don't want pickles on my burger, they can't tell me, well, it's making it inconvenient for us or making our job harder. That's ridiculous, man. That you would even use that as an analogy.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying everything would be taken care of if you provide the information that they're asking.
And at McDonald's would say the same thing. If you just get pickles on your burger, then it'd make it easier for us because we're used to putting pickles on a burger, man. You may be used to bullying people and providing their name unlawfully. Absolutely, you're bullying us.
Yes.
Absolutely, you're bullying us, sir.
Trying to violate our Fourth Amendment.
You can't. You swore an oath to the Constitution, right?
I did.
So then why would you try to violate our Fourth Amendment right?
I'm not trying to violate anything.
Yes, you are.
I'm just saying.
The lieutenant is, that girl Hannah, the supervisor is, the sergeant here, and you. You guys are all complicit in this whole thing. And like we told them, what we're going to do is we're going to go, when we're done here, when we're ready to leave, once you guys leave, just let you know, then we're going to leave, but we're not going to leave because you tell us to. So as soon as you guys pack it up, we're going to be out of here, but we're going to go over to Internal Affairs and see if they're going to handle it. And if not, I have a feeling, shit rolls downhill, right? So I have a feeling the way that you guys are trained, they're probably not going to do anything. But if not, we're going to file in district court. And then everyone that's here that we spoke with, you're going to have to answer to the district court judge, and they're going to be like, hey, Weld County, what the hell are you guys doing? Why are you requiring citizens to show their ID to get records? You guys are going to get your asses handed to you. You realize that, right?
Okay.
You don't care?
I'm not saying that I don't care. It's your guys' right. If you want to go file in court, go file in court.
That's what we're going to do.
Well, we're here for
So
a
go ahead. Why don't
reason.
you guys just take off, man? So you guys leave, then you guys are dismissed. We don't need your help.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it's not that I don't care. I'm just going to follow orders without question. And that's why I say, guys, there's no such thing as a good cop because, this guy, Scooter, he might be a good guy. He seems like a pretty chill guy. They're not like out of control tyrants, but they're just order followers, all of them, and that's the issue is there should be, it doesn't give them credibility when they swear an oath to the Constitution and then they just follow orders without question that are violating people's rights. Right?
So go ahead and take off and we'll be out of here when we're ready. We don't need you. And we're going to go up and file in district court, I guess. Because this is crazy, man. I can't believe this.
Yeah. Trying to
So-
be tyrants out here for the...
Weld County, guys. You see him trying to manipulate it because trying to say that I'm asking people. Oh, he's still here.
I'm just standing here.
Oh, okay.
Don't mind me.
All right. So none of you guys want to tell us your names, right? It's just going to be right there.
I mean, I'm
Right
right here.
there,
I'm right here.
I can't read that from here.
He's pointing at it.
Right here, okay. Oh, you're pointing at it. Beautiful. All right, here's the deal, guys. I know you've been given the answer by records many times. So if you want to further a complaint, you can go to the city attorneys. You've been given Sergeant Porter's contact information if you want to get those records or file a complaint through him. So you've been given every avenue, every way that you need to go through to get what you want.
Porter doesn't email back.
Who doesn't?
Sergeant Porter. I tried emailing him. He doesn't
Did
email
you?
back.
Today or when did you send that
It's
email?
been a while. Maybe a week or two ago.
Okay.
A week ago, actually.
All right, well, you can try
He
and
said
one.
he was out of office or something.
Yeah,
Do you have
can
the
try and
correct
leave
email
a
address for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Alesqua sent it, and she's not wanting to talk to us.
Okay. Well, you've been given your avenues, including down to the county attorneys.
Yep.
So if you feel like you need to talk to them, you can. You guys are more than welcome to hang out here. You just can't prevent people from going in there and doing what they want to
We
do.
don't need the directives, man.
Day to
Okay,
day.
I don't need the directives,
Here's
bro.
the big concern I have. People that come in here, they're passing personal information, names, date of birth, addresses, other things like that. I ask you not to record that. That should be their right to their privacy, right?
Okay, they don't have a right to privacy, sir, in public, okay? We're not here to get people's personal information. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to just get our records.
Okay.
But don't give us an unlawful directive, okay? You guys need to create privacy
Was that
for
a
them.
directive or a request?
Okay, request. Don't give me the request then. I mean, I'll give you a
Would you
request.
think it's
Can you
fair to
give me
record?
$5? I'll give you a request.
All right, so you
I
think
mean-
it's fair to record somebody else's personal identifying
I'm not,
information?
I told you, didn't I? You just hear me? I just told
That's
you
the
we're
only
not here to
request
do
I
that.
make. It's just
I'm not here to
when people
record
come in
people's
to do
information.
business, let them do their business.
And have we stopped anyone from doing their business since we've been here?
You know, since I've been here, I haven't seen a whole lot of that. I'm concerned
lot?
about
You have seen
6
none of it?
people in that room. That's another one of my
I've
concerns.
seen
is
somebody walk
just
right
the crowd
in
of that.
and get something notarized, I believe, and then they walk right out, so.
Because as long as you guys aren't impeding the room and stopping people from coming and doing their everyday business, have at it, hang out.
See, they have to just give you directives to not do things that you never did in the first place, right? Like this, the equivalent of this is like for a police officer to be walking in the grocery store and pass you by in the aisle while you're grocery shopping and say, "Hey, don't steal that soda right there," right? Something that you weren't even doing in the first place. That's literally the equivalent of what they do when they do this. It's just because he realizes there's nothing they can do. We can be there, and so he just has to give us the directive to just flex his authority. That's what it is.
Out, do what you guys want to do. What's also happening is from this live stream, we're having several people call into the records. They're making other demands. We have people leaving voicemails where they're hitting on the females that are in here. Just a lot of stuff that's impeding the governmental operations.
Yeah, well, we don't speak for them, sir.
No, you
Again,
don't speak for them, but it's an extension of this action.
Hey, so when they report on the news and disseminate information, then they're liable if somebody uses that information and hurts someone else. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, you're
To
here
be-
live
hurt 7
streaming,
News.
making demands.
I'm not making demand.
You want these
I'm
records.
making a request that I have a lawful right to get. That's what I'm making. Just like you said,
You've been
a
given
request.
the explanation.
Okay.
As
You know,
far
we
as
don't
it
need
goes
you.
to
We
these.
we're done with you. We already told. We know that you guys aren't going to do your job correctly. You're gonna violate the law. So you guys are done. I mean, you guys are dismissed. As soon as we already told this guy, Scudder, that as soon as you guys leave, then we'll be on our way. So,
Sounds
but you
great.
guys got to leave first. So
Yeah, dude.
you're dismissed.
We're not gonna, well, thank you for dismissing.
Yeah, no problem, man.
You're very kind. All right, you guys have a fantastic day.
You too.
All right, see you later.
Hey man, I do, actually before you leave, you were really nice and cordial as you violated the law today. So good job on that one, man.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
That's fine.
Do better, man. Okay, guys. So clowns, guys. Coward in the clown suit right there.
All right, guys, look at Sweet Tea's face. Look, she's just cracking up right there. I think it's hilarious.
Okay, guys. So clowns, guys. Coward in the clown suit right there. That's what we have here in Weld County, guys. Unacceptable, man. Disgrace.
It's not over
How are
yet.
you?
Not
We're
bad.
not too good, actually, man. You guys are like breaking the law over here in Weld County. You know that?
Did you already talk to the other deputies?
Yeah, we talked to the lieutenant, man. It's going all the way up to the lieutenant. That's crazy. Lieutenant's like complicit in violating our rights, man.
11:13,
Crazy, man.
Is that a thin blue line right there?
Oh, he's got his gang memorabilia on, guys.
Get one as well right there on your
Where?
badge.
This is for a cop who actually died.
May I have one?
Yeah, it's a blue line
May I have one?
gang symbol is what it is, man.
Thank you, sir.
I'll take one too.
Do you not?
You want one too?
Yeah, we all do. Since we
Do
paid
not.
for
There you guys go.
All right, man. You should probably go work for a different department that has a little bit more integrity, man. This place is a shithole. So,
Will not
how
over.
much faith? Oh, look, they all came in deep, guys, for us. Look. Look at this. Just getting on the good camera. Let you guys see on there. You can see. It just has the address here. Just check out the cop cars, guys. See how clean they're keeping them. Let's do a Bay Area transparency. Let's kick the tires. Hey, I was just checking the tires, man. See, make sure you got enough air.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I want you to be safe, bro.
Thank you for your concern. I want you guys to be
No
safe,
problem,
too.
man. Honor your oath, man. You know the Fourth Amendment, right? The Supreme Court hasn't rolled the Fourth Amendment into oblivion, right? So honor your oath, bud. We don't have to show ID to get records, man. That's a disgrace, dude. Do better. Bye. Okay, guys, so they came in deep.
It's still not
Came
over yet.
in with this many units here because we're trying to lawfully obtain public records, guys. This is tyranny right here. This is not what we need. This many officers to come in and try to bully us because we're free Americans trying to obtain public records lawfully without having to show our ID. Weld County Sheriff, guys, in Greeley, Colorado. Disgrace, man. Okay, here we are. We are at IA. Let's see what they got here. Okay. You guys ready? Ready. Let's go. I always like to make sure these buttons work so they're in compliance with the American Disabilities Act.
For those of you who've been with me for the whole stream, I actually mentioned that earlier, remember? See, I told you I'd test those blue buttons. I didn't even know that was in this video.
So here we go, administration. Hi there. Yeah. So we came up here because we were told that downstairs, down on the bottom of the hill there, that you guys have hard copies of complaint forms.
We have hard copies of what, I'm sorry?
Complaint forms.
Complaint forms?
Yeah.
IA forms?
Yes.
We do. Would you like one?
We need 4, please.
Okay, there you go. There's some pins right here if you want to fill them out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, can I get your name?
My first name is Sherry.
Okay, last name?
No.
No? It's your policy, you have to.
Pardon?
Your policy, ma'am, you're a public employee, so I have a right to know your name. So can you just give me your last name and we can just end it there so we don't have to make a big deal of it.
Sherry Carmen.
Okay, thank
But I
you.
prefer you not to video me.
You prefer me? I prefer that everyone that I talk to gives me $5. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I know, but...
Yeah. So I usually prefer that. If they just give me $5 before we start the conversation, I prefer that. So, but I mean,
get that.
people don't usually do it, right? So,
Nah.
So I mean, if you prefer not to be recorded, I mean, you're a public employee, right? You work for the public.
understand
So,
that.
okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Thanks,
you.
Sherry. Thanks for coming in, guys. We appreciate it. So obviously you can see that these guys are straight tyrants up in here, completely ridiculous. So I guess, we gave them an opportunity to do what's right and they want to just hold their ground. So thank you guys for all your support. We appreciate it. We were not advising anyone to call. You guys did that on your own. We appreciate you guys helping us hold these guys accountable.
All right, guys. So that was it. What did you guys think about that one? So, like I said, if you guys came in late, we did end up getting the records without having to show ID. So, and that was the way the statute's written. It says that any person can retrieve the records or view the records. So, after doing this is, like I said in the video, just a little bit over a year in, and I'm always learning more and more. And I learn so much from my attorney. I learn from other auditors. I learn from you guys. There's so many laws that I've learned from you. In my live streams, you guys will send me CRSs and stuff, and I learn stuff, and I'm like, oh, I need to know this. And I've memorized so many laws as I've been doing it. So, but CCJRA is a little bit different than CORA. So CCJRA is the Colorado Criminal Justice Records Act, and that's for like police stuff, right? Like the dispatch calls, body cams. CORA is more for just like the employees stuff. Like if we wanted Hannah's name and salary, that'd be CORA. It might actually be CCJRA because she works in the sheriff's office, but those are the difference in the two. And CORA, you don't have to show ID. CCJRA is different. They have more leeway with CCJRA. So they don't have to respond to you in 3 days like they do CORA, but it has to be reasonable, right? So it's just whatever they think would be reasonable. And I believe that CCJRA can they can like make their own bylaws within the law, right? So it's complicated. But anyways, we ended up getting it without having to show ID. So it was a win for us. Claudette, thanks for becoming a member again. Glad to have you back. Thanks for coming in on the stream. So that's it, guys. Just give a quick shout out to the members. Thanks for watching. Thanks, CROFTY. You've probably seen that one because CROFTY's been with me since the beginning. We got Joanna Honey in the house. What's up, Joanna? Let's see who else we have. I think that might be it. Just got the 3 for the members. Yep. If I missed you, sorry. So, no, I'm not bringing back the beard. A beard's too low. Like my beard, it doesn't grow high enough. So I don't actually, there's actually one shot in that documentary that my beard actually looked pretty good there. So, but anyways, that's it, guys. Thanks for coming in. Next week, next Thursday, around the same time, 2:30 my time. So it'll be like 2, 3, 4 Eastern. I'm going to be showcasing a different auditor. I'm not going to tell you what his name is, but it's going to be a surprise. It's a new guy that I found. So thanks, guys, for coming in. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Check this out. Hey, man, how's it going?
Do better.